After a break of 2 weeks, we are back with Champions Showdown 2.0. And as you can see, I have with me no, Pavan Joshi and Tapesnu Bain. And they are actually the losers of the semi-finals. So they are going to play for the third place, that is for the gold membership. And joining me is also Lokesh Natu, who's just going to be back in a bit. So welcome Tapesnu and Pavan once again. Excited.
Sorry, it's chess with Lokesh. I don't know whom you're talking about.
Yeah, we have chess with Lokesh over here. And welcome Tapesnu, Pavan, and Lokesh. How are you guys doing? And how excited are you for this champion showdown again after 2 weeks? I hope you have practiced enough in the last 2 weeks.
I'm really looking forward to this because I played with both of them in this tournament itself, and I guess it will be a very balanced game. And Pawan has shown that he can do an incredible comeback. The phase two has a lot of heavy preparation, so I guess it will be a very even Steven game, and in my mind, last two games will decide who is going to be the winner. Good luck for both of you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And guys, before we start, I would also like to tell you that Tapesnu जो हमारे साथ है, he is the brand ambassador of Outpost Chess. So tell us something about Outpost Chess and your role with Outpost Chess. And congratulations on being the brand ambassador.
Thank you, Mrinal. And well, Outpost Chess is a platform where you can connect with different players from worldwide, and you can interact with them. You can even play with them, earn money if you win, and a lot of things you can do. You can just it's just a platform where you can enjoy chess, only chess. And and if you want to participate in some prize money tournaments, it always happens on chess.com, and the prizes are very good. And also the thing is that so the prizes are very good, and you can participate for free. And that's all it is. And being an ambassador, my role is just to promote Outpost Chess, to stay connected with all of them, to try to resolve issues whatever the players are facing, so that I can reach out to my team, and then we can just win. So that's all my.
And Outpost Chess is the only platform where you can earn money playing 1:1, right?
Yes, and also for that, also what you need to do, that you have to create an account. You have to verify your account so that you will get a blue check mark beside your username, and and then you can start to play some chess games, earn money if you win. I
Yeah.
mean, if you lose the games, you might even lose some money. But okay, but let's say if you want to play for 1 versus 1, you need to approach to Outpost Chess once, or you can approach to me. We will give you €5 for the for the first match, and then you can put that money on the line while playing the game. So that's how it works.
Yeah, so guys, जितने भी लोग देख रहे हो, you can also consider playing on Outpost Chess. It's a great platform. We have the brand ambassador Tapesnu over here, and so this is the third place match, and the format is the same. You guys must already be knowing the format. Four games of three different time controls. We have three segments: 5+1, 4+1, and 3+1. So whenever you guys are ready, you can just mute yourselves from the
Uh,
meet.
what's your username, Pavan Joshi?
Pound Joshi 22.
And Lokesh, if we can have you on video, our
22.
star chess with Lokesh. You
Got it.
can search him up on Instagram.
All right,
Very popular
we are
fellow.
going for the games. Good luck, Pavan.
Yeah, good luck both
Good
of
luck.
you, Tapesnu and Pavan. May the best player win. And I hope no one is using Logitech mouses because we don't want any blame game on the mouse after the matches are over. So have the game started. Let us just quickly see. No, they've not yet started. They'll start any moment, guys. Both of them have left the audio and the matches have started. Let's look at the first game of the 5+1 segment. And Tapesnu has always been a fan of the Alpine in the Sicilian, and that's what has happened. We saw e4, c5, followed by c3, and now the games have so far gone. And this, of course, no, Tapesnu has some insane preparation over here. Maybe just bishop d7, and he just takes this pawn on e4 with the queen. Lokesh, if you're there, do let us know your insights on this game. What do you think about the game?
Um, I guess with this game itself, the way game is shaping up, I feel initially Tapesnu is gonna get some advantage with his opening preparation in this match. I'm saying not about this game, and Pavan will get little bit shaken up, and then Pawan will get into his groove, and maybe he'll understand few of the opening Tapesnu is playing repeatedly. Uh, that's how I look at this match. So initially, I expect Tapesnu to gain
Guys,
some. Oh,
what a blunder. You know what? Over here, there was a
and
checkmate
look at
threat
Tapesnu's
on D6.
expressions. Look at
Yeah,
Tapesnu's
look at his
expressions.
expressions, guys. No, over
The
here,
way he
the
just
threat was knight d6 checkmate,
yeah,
and Pavan just blundered knight f6, falling into this mate because this pawn
yeah.
is pinned. And just look at the pieces. The king is
And
surrounded by
Tapesnu
his
has
own
done
pieces.
something like this in offline tournament. I remember his post saying that he was able to do such kind of an checkmate against 1400 over the board tournament in Mumbai. So I remember that.
And guys, that we've also put up a poll on YouTube, so you can know like participate in the poll. Let us know whom are you rooting for. Are you team Tapesnu or team Pavan? Well, no, so far we see that 100% people are with team Tapesnu. And guys, if you're watching this, do let us know whom you're supporting. And we can see the difference in ratings. Tapesnu is close to 1800, Pavan is close to 1500. There's a clear 300-point gap.
No,
So,
but I don't go with this because if you see, it was a very similar difference. Rather, with me it was 400 with Tapesnu and I.
right, but the games were very close. And of course, we
Yeah,
cannot take this with the knight here because the pawn is going to hang both the pieces. So, I mean, you can't even take it with the bishop. Maybe you can because after d5, you first have to trade off the queens. So that is the important part here. Fun chess into football is saying block. Well, what do you mean by block? So yeah, now he takes this. You cannot take it with the knight because of the rook. The knight is pinned, so first have to take this, and now the knight will probably come to d5 or d7, one of the squares. So yeah, Lokesh, this game I think Pavan is he was trying for some tricks, but yeah, now I think just play some move like d4, get the center. The rook is going to
yeah.
come to c1, and of course, Tapesnu will also play solid by playing c6, as we called it.
And one thing with Tapesnu, he'll offer you draws, or he loves draws. That I've noticed one thing.
No,
I played
Tapesnu
with
doesn't
him
like draws.
recently
Okay.
in the GCL tournament last Saturday, and I got three draws with him, which was
Okay.
insane.
Yeah, guys, talking about Saturdays, guys, every Saturday, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Okay, now I like this move, F4, F5 is the plan. And yeah, every Saturdays, there's a tournament conducted by the Global Chess League. That is the GCL Fan Arena, where you have teams of, fan teams of all the six participating teams in the Global Chess League. So, guys, do participate in the fan arenas and cheer for your favorite team, play for your favorite team, guys. Guys, this Saturday, I'm going to also play for the Triveni Continental Kings. Yesterday I could not play due to some personal reasons. I was traveling. But this Saturday I will be back supporting my favorite team, the TCK. I will stream the games live and let's hope that we can make a hat trick. Last two Saturdays, TCK has been cruising to victory with a very large margins. So
What did you
guys,
say? Losing to victory or cruising to
cruising,
victory?
cruising. I said cruising. We
Oh,
are we
I
are the
heard it
defending
other way.
champions. I was blocked on this channel due to defame some cheater. Wait, what are you saying? Fun chess into football. We have not blocked you. I don't know what block are you talking about. Now over here, you know what? I actually like White's position because of the space he has.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At
Now
some
white
point,
is better.
yeah, at some point he might just, like let's not look at the engine, but let's see human perspective. The idea is probably just to go h4 and g5 because rook f1. He clearly wants to defend this f5 pawn. I mean, the king march will not happen. But at some point, what I feel is he will go h4, g5, and Tapesnu himself goes g5. Now you can just give this check. This file opens up. The king has to
Yeah,
take it. Oh wait, he still goes f6. Now he's closed everything. But you know what? Now maybe he just has to do something. Maybe some king push because now h4 is not possible. So this I don't like this move f6 by Pavan Joshi here. So guys,
yeah.
over
You
here,
should have just
yeah, you
taken.
should have just taken this. Now you cannot take with the knight because then the f7 pawn falls. And if you take it with the rook, this also is not good because you have rook f6 check
Check.
followed by bishop h6. So you still lose a pawn over here. So the only move would have been to take it with the f pawn. And now you can give some check. This rook comes here and you can just try to create a passer over here. That is what I feel should have been played. I mean, but we'll have a look at engines after the segment is over. But let us just come to the live games. This is the live position right now. So Lokesh, I feel that there was some slight inaccuracy uh by Pavan. I feel he could have gotten some winning chances here.
Yeah,
And now it's actually difficult to break through. Now how do you break through? Like no, you put your king
exactly.
here. Now I mean you have to now play something like this with your rook here and try to open up the b file.
And that
And
gives chance to black
yeah,
actually.
that actually even opens up the c file for black. So now it's not very no, it's not very clear. And we have some moves over here. Now this pawn will always be a target. You can just double your rooks over here at some point, play this. But of course, at the moment you double your rooks, he's just going to
Why?
play b5.
Manal, I have a question for you. You are a professional streamer. Why people or chess players always say at some point, at some point? Why is this phrase used so
Yeah,
often?
I feel at some point because see, like
See, at some
no, no.
point,
So
I feel at
because
some
yeah,
point.
I'm telling you why maybe they use this phrase because they may not play this immediately. Like no, because this pawn is now going to be a long-term weakness because of the pawns on b4 and d4. The c6 pawn is not going to be no, it's not going to be pushed to c5. So this is a long-term weakness. It's not that you have to attack on this immediately. It's not an immediate threat or something. This is a long-term thing. So rook c2, rook f c1 may not be an immediate plan for white, but in future at any time he can just do this. So that's why I said at some point.
So people say at some point. So everybody
Yeah,
will say
and
in
now
the
you
post-match interview also that at some point I thought this, at some point I'll play that.
yeah, and now probably he'll just put the rook on c5. Okay, maybe I thought he'll put this rook on c5, come here, try to hit one of these pawns because of this pin, but instead he went rook a1, and now probably what he's going to do is put his rook on the seventh rank or sixth
Yeah.
rank. Yeah, you know what? Now I still feel this pawn is hanging. So if you go rook f8, rook c7 just loses all the pawns. Instead he's gone rook b8. Wow, guys, what
Oh.
we had a checkmate over here
And
before
we are
we go.
having checkmate deals here. This is a very
Yeah,
clear
I
match.
mean, guys,
Checkmates.
let us see how the game ended, and then we'll go to the third game. So we were seeing this game over here. So far, it was all fine. Now this pawn is loose, so this pawn was taken, and you know what? He the king came up. Instead, it had
Yeah,
to go
this
to
was a
g8.
huge
Now,
mistake.
I
Yeah.
mean, guys, over here, this pawn on g4 is controlling both these squares. You have a pawn on h6, and he just blended a mate in one. And first of all, I think, over here, why would you even play something like this? Like over here, the position was completely equal. I think Pavan missed his chance. And losing from this position in like less than 10 moves, I think, no, maybe just 8 moves from here, Tapesnu just lost the game from here. Rook pawn end games. You can see like this b5 was not necessary. That's what I was saying.
Mhm.
That this is going to be a long-term weakness. You just have to try and hold. Maybe like c5 is something that you cannot play. So you just try to get the king out because your king is very cramped over here. And luckily for black, none of the rooks are able to come to the seventh rank as of now.
Yeah.
So now let's look at the third game. The third game has already started. And guys, it is 1-1. I have not been updating the scores. So let me quickly update the scores.
What is this? What opening is this?
Guys, let us look at the opening. This is once again the Sicilian Alpine, and what? As soon as we see the game, I see that the queen is pinned. Let us look at the game really quickly. Once again, it was the Sicilian, and this time we saw some change in in moves by Pavan. He went for c5 and e5. Okay, so this pawn is loose over here. The pawn on d6. So probably the bishop will come to f4, and okay, wait, what? He just pushed this pawn over here. You take, queen takes. And now what did he play? King d8 over here? Oh wow, man. I mean, guys, just look at this. This bishop is attacked. Okay. You know, the engine says you can castle here. Why you can't take this? Because you have rook f8, guys. See, this is the beautiful part about this position. Look, just look at this move. Over here,
Yes.
you seem that the bishop is getting
It's
attacked
actually
twice.
not
Yeah,
hanging.
the point is that, maybe Tapesnu took it with the queen, or maybe, what, Tapesnu thought that let me play e5. If he takes, I take, which just happened in the game. And he thought that he's preventing black from castling. But over here, a very cute tactic, you can actually castle. And if you take this bishop, you don't even take the queen. You just play the move rook e8. And now white is completely busted because, there is no way how you can protect this rook. And instead, now you are the one who's getting checkmated.
Yes. This
Wow,
was
man.
beautiful, yeah.
This was just too good. And I think it's very normal for Pavan and Tapesnu both to miss this. Probably I think any one of us playing this would have missed it. Yeah. But instead, Rook D1, and now he's played Rook E8, and yeah, you just lose this with check, and now Tapesnu is not going to lose this game. The only last attempt he had was that if he plays Bishop C5 over here, he was threatening a checkmate. So, I mean, White just had to block that, and now he's completely going to win because the Bishop will come out and the Rook will start controlling everything. So, Lokesh, I mean, some good insights from the game also we are getting. Like, no, like this was actually something, uh,
Yes.
something good that we could see that why Tapesnu's idea was not actually working and Black was completely fine after Castle, but Pavan just missed that idea that Rook E8, and it was not an easy move to find, honestly.
Mm, I agree. Now it's a lost battle, but
Yeah, this is a lost battle, but guys, the score is still 1-1. Pavan Joshi can come back in the next game. And we can head into the next segment too all, but the games are really, I would not say the games are interesting so far, because I mean the first two games were like simply mate in ones and stuff, but in this game we got something instructive, but now this position is just hopeless, because white is just too much up on material. It's a queen versus rook, and even the number of pawns are same, so it's just a +4 for Tapesnu, and the bar rightly says +4.5. Yeah, I think you can just even try to just exchange of material over here. I think everything is working. Let's see what this. Yeah, Tapesnu wants to exchange the bishop, which also makes sense. Lokesh, what do you think? No, like so far, how the games are shaping. Do you think it's going to be an easy runaway for Tapesnu, or do you think Pavan is going to put up some resistance?
no, I guess Pavan will put a resistance and it'll become it'll become competitive in slowly because Pavan usually takes time to get into is what I've observed about him. And
Yeah, but
then
also one more thing that I've observed about Pavan is time management. And this was the only segment where you have the maximum time. You have 5 minutes. Going
uh,
forward, the time is only going to reduce. So I think, what I personally feel is that as the time gets, shorter, like Tapesnu starts getting the edge because I feel he's a faster player.
yeah,
And what I think what we should actually do next time is we should also include a bullet segment like 1+1 in
makes
Champions
sense.
Showdown. That would be really fun. What do you feel?
Yeah, I agree. That can add good value. Now there
And
is a small trick he's trying to put.
no, it's not working. I mean, if you think it's knight f3, it's not working because the
No,
queen
no,
just.
no, not like that. Not like that. Taking the knight back basically to the
No, there's only one move, knight f7, because if
F
you go
F. Yeah, yeah,
anywhere else, the bishop also
knight
hangs.
F7, knight F7
Yeah, but
gives a
that's not a threat. You know what? The bishop attacks the queen. Okay, I just move somewhere. Let's say I just go queen g4. Now I'm starting to hit your pawns. So I mean that was not any threat, honestly. That's what I feel. And now I maybe you can also have some ideas like just take
mm,
this. You have some check ideas, so you can just play anywhere. Like even some random move. Like just push the queen here, try to hit this pawn. This is protected by the bishop. I think everything is working for Tapes New. Yeah, instead he takes it, hoping that if he takes with the bishop, he can also exchange one more pieces. That's his plan. If he takes with the pawn, then what happens is then you have to go somewhere like queen f7, hit the rook, or if you want to play passive, then you might have to come to e3 because your knight is hanging. And if you take it with the bishop, then of course just knight d7 check, and you just trade off more pieces. Yeah, now probably you have to go queen e3, or you play a move like queen f7 and you attack the rook. And you know what? Over here, he's gone for queen f7. Now, if you blunder a move like rook f8, we already saw knight d7 check is going to hang this. Do you think Pawan will play rook f8? No, he's played rook e7. So now you actually have to give some checks over here because your knight is hanging. Just give a check and then get the knight. Okay, wait, not this check. If the king goes there, you also have knight check. Wow, let's see what happens. I think he's going to go for check over here. And now the only move is king f7, I think. King c7. If you go here, there's the knight c8 check, which just loses immediately. And he actually played king a7, and now the knight c8 check will be played. Yeah, Tapesnu finds these tactics, really fast. So Lokesh, I think this game is safe to call it 2-1 lead for Tapesnu.
2-1. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I mean now this is just over. Like no, there's no even checkmate threats. So because of this rook, so yeah, unfortunate.
But in a way, Pavan has lost both his game with black in opening itself.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree. Pavan needs, but this game I don't think it was opening. I think it was a missed tactic. I mean, he missed rookie it. That is what I feel.
yeah, maybe tactic or one single move, and it is all in the opening
Yeah,
phase of the game.
yeah, because over here I think his only idea over here to play King D8 was to just get out of this pin. I think he was
And
not
see
happy with
that's
this
the
spin.
psychology in chess. In the first game, he got mated like that, right?
Yeah,
King was right at the center.
yeah. Now this bishop is under attack. I don't know why is he even playing this game. Bishop C7 has been played. Maybe just play some move like Queen E8 attack. You're not attacking
No,
the pawn, but
but in my mind, both of them are of that type of player that they should play till end of the game. They should never resign thinking opponent
no,
will win
I
because
don't think Tapesnu is going to blunder from here. I mean, just
no, no.
you
From
just
here
pick.
is different, but Tapesnu also can blunder for sure.
Yeah, but not from this position. I fail to agree. I know now the bishop is also pinned because if you move the bishop somewhere, you lose the rook. Mm, So yeah, you can just take, and he's offering him a pawn also. But instead he goes queen e3 check, and now I think he'll again go queen e4. That's what I feel will happen. Yeah, I think he's going to go queen e4 because now you're hitting the rook directly. No, he instantly takes the pawn. He's greedy. Tapes this one is greedy. Wait,
Tapesnu is also like greedy,
now
weedy.
now you know what? There is a mate in one. Look at seven.
Tapesnu is also greedy, weedy.
I mean, if he removes the rook somewhere, if he removes the queen somewhere, you never. Okay, now this pawn has been taken. So, no mate threats, guys. Guys, if you're watching the stream, I mean, do let us know who do you think is going to win. We've set up a poll. And yeah, Lokesh, who do you think is the favorite for this game? आपसे तो पूछा ही नहीं हमने.
This game is clear, no? This is
No,
Tapesnu.
I mean the overall, no, the third place overall match.
Mm, I have a strong feeling Pavan will bounce back in the last segment and eventually
Yeah, I mean, it's like
win.
this game is just going to be over because there's a mate in one and black cannot stop it. Okay, he lost on time. So Tapesnu takes the lead 2-1. Going into the final game of the 5+1 segment, do you think Pavan can make it 2 all over here? And he has the white pieces. So,
Yes, yes.
and guys, we all want it to be 2 all, right? We all want some excitement in the third place match, probably 6 all. So far in this Champions Showdown, only one game has gone into Armageddon, which is both the players are right now with us. Lokesh Natu, Chess with Lokesh, and Pavan Joshi. That is the only game that has gone into Armageddon. And Lokesh, just tell us the thrills of the Armageddon. I mean, oh no, of course, for us people who are sitting, who are not playing, it's always excitement and thrill and fun. But tell us the experience of playing an Armageddon.
I mean, that was first Armageddon that I played ever in any match, as such, like a tournament. And I feel that going to Armageddon has often an impact of how you are reaching to Armageddon than the game itself. So I went from leading the match to training the match and then somehow equalizing. So I was not in the best mindset, and that showed in my Armageddon also, right?
Right,
So
right.
I kept feeling that no, he's a stronger player. He's able to come back. He will beat me, and that's what exactly happened in Armageddon. And I put up a worst game in Armageddon and lost it. But experience-wise, yes, that's a very good format, and that can show how mentally strong you are.
Right. And yeah, this game,
And the
I
excitement was amazing with respect to match getting into Armageddon.
yeah, and looking at this game, I don't think Pavan has managed to get any significant advantage with the white pieces. Like we are going to see just a trade of bishops uh, in the next couple of moves, and I think black has equalized very easily.
Now I guess Tapesnu should castle queen side and just start marching his pawns.
Yeah, I mean, see this endgame, of course, this knight has to go somewhere. Yeah, now you don't want to trade off. Maybe you go something like this, but then this knight over here is not going to be good for you. So what do you do here? Yeah, he plays rook to g3. He starts attacking the pawns directly. G6 played. Now you can go knight e4. Maybe at some point you want to go knight e4. Why is he not playing knight e4? Yeah, now maybe he wants to go knight e4, stopping knight f4. I don't know what he's doing. Finally, 94 is there on the board. I mean, you want a knight on the center, just like black. Maybe at some point, maybe next immediately he'll go c4. Just remove this knight, put your knight on d6. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good. I guess Pavan will now convert this C.
Yeah, you think Pavan is going to convert this, or is
Yes.
the advantage that significant? What he went for this pawn over here.
Yeah, now he takes the pawn also. Wow.
Yeah, but then he's also going to lose these pawns,
He's
right?
also gonna lose this pawn.
You have to take knight at 6. There's no other move. So, yeah, knight at 6 is forced. Then rook into f2. And then how do you stop this pawn? No, rook d2 is a draw. Simple draw over
Hmm.
here. So will Pavan settle for the draw here? Because if he goes rook d2, I mean Tapesnu sure has to go rook f1 check. I mean he's a pawn down and he cannot fight this. He cannot play for a win without getting this pawn. I mean then no, it's only Pavan who's playing for two results, either a win or a draw. Yeah, and he plays rook f1. Rook d1 is the only move here. Yeah, I think Tapesnu is going to be happy with a draw. And playing without this pawn can actually get risky because your edge pawn, the rook is very close to the edge pawn. You might lose this pawn, and the knight over here is not in the best of positions. So Pavan has like a couple of minutes to think about it. But what do you think? Is Pavan going to push in this? Yeah, he plays c4. He's already answered a question. Now I don't like 93, honestly. You know what? I feel that Pavan has already just pushed a lot in this position. You know what? What now was the problem? You not only lose this pawn, but even you have chances of losing the pawn on the queen side. Even the c4 pawn can start hanging. Aniket, hello Aniket bhai, kaise ho aap? Yeah, this is a good move, but of course, like now you can take this pawn. Even this pawn can be taken. So Lokesh, what do you think about this? Like the Pavan had a draw in his hands, but he was a bit over ambitious. Don't blend the king d2. Wait, this is the only move, and then this is the way to play. Wow, this can get tricky actually. Can get tricky. Let's see what happened in the game. Wait, Pavan is actually thinking now. Lokesh, I mean, this is an interesting position. King d2, knight c4 played, king e2 played. So far, it's all good. Now, now you can actually play some move like rook b1, rook g1.
How are they with respect to time?
With time, I
Three
think both of
minutes.
them are.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, rook b1 played by Tapesnu. He wants to attack all his pawns. Yeah, now this is like like a pretty interesting position. We thought that it's going to be a draw by repetition, but both the players, I mean, of course, it was Pavan's choice. Pavan decided to fight on. And this position is, I think Pavan's, lot of dependence relies on this pawn, how he can get his knight into the game somehow again. And he has to try and play with this passer, hoping that at some point Tapesnu blunders. But of course, over here, you can even just take this pawn. I don't know, is rook into g2 even a move? But yeah, he takes this pawn first, which the engine does not like, honestly, because now you take this pawn and you defend this pawn. Live after many days. Yes, Aniket, I'm live after a few days because I was actually traveling. I just landed today. I came back home today morning itself. So yeah. So that's when I decided that first let me complete Champions Showdown. This is the third place match of Champions Showdown. And tonight at 7 p.m. we also have the grand finale of the Champions Showdown. Let me quickly show you the Champions Showdown structure. This is the Champions Showdown 2.0 presented by Chess Freaks. We have with us Lokesh, who also played. He lost to Pavan in the quarterfinals. And in Champions Showdown 1.0, surprisingly, Lokesh lost to Tapesnu. So that's why we have both the players who actually Lokesh lost to, unfortunately. So this is the Champions Showdown, and the finals is going to be between Chaitanya and Sourabh. And We have the losers of the semi-finals, Tapesnu who lost to Chaitanya and Pavan who lost to Saurabh. Both of them are currently playing the third place game, and the winners are going to get chess.com memberships. Now coming right back at the games, a few moves have been played. Rook b5 was played, and now you know what? This is an inaccuracy because wait, we thought that the pawn can start rolling, but over here the important part was you first give a check. The king has to get diverted, and then you start pushing the pawn. But let's see what has happened in the game. It looks interesting. The king is in the center. You know what? This pawn. Lokesh, I mean, what do you think about this game? This is a live board. Pavan has 30 seconds more than Tapesnu, 20 seconds. And the bar says white is slightly up, but of course, we don't trust the bars in these situations. Guys, if you're white, you don't play this pawn over here. Can you guess why, Lokesh? Because I think then you just allow some checks like this. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, the king becomes relatively weaker,
no,
and you
you know
invite an
what the
attack.
point is, if you play the most obvious move like this, then the king is unable to enter. So that is what I was thinking, but let's see what has happened. But instead, black is now pushing his pawns somehow. This is interesting. We have e6 on the board. Checks have started. Yeah, both the pawns are rolling. Knight e5, and this is a blunder, guys. This is a mistake. Can you guess why, Lokesh? Why is this a mistake? Why is Tapesnu completely winning? Because you know what? If you push this pawn, then
Yeah, just push.
then you have knight d3. So and then you cover this square. So the only winning move was you remove the defender of this square. You take rook into e5,
Take the knight.
yeah, which was actually played in the game. King into e5, and now you play the move c2. And now there's no way how you can stop the queen from promoting. You know what? E7 has been played, saying that okay, I'll also promote. But white promotes first. He promotes to a queen. And if you promote, you know what was the best part? You can give a check like this, and you're losing the queen. Yeah, and I think Tapesnu has spotted it. He's promoted the pawn to a queen. Now, if you push your pawn to a queen, there's a skewer over here, queen e1 check or queen e3 check. And I think it's Tapesnu who's going to lead the segment 3-1. I mean, this was a complete turnaround. We thought that it's Pavan who's pushing, but it so happened that Tapesnu has come out on top. Yeah, instead he's trying with king f6. Now we'll see some checks. Yeah, now this just stops everything. And there's no way how you can defend this pawn. Now he's pushing this pawn, but of course you just take this pawn. Now you have some ideas. I know what, you can't even push this pawn now because you have this check and then you lose this rook. H6. You know what? He actually blundered into the same thing. Guys, just look at this checkmate, Lokesh. Over here, you go queen f7 check. This is the only move. You take the rook. Now you cannot move the king, so you have to move the pawns. If you move this pawn, you play a move like this. Now whatever you play, there's queen g7 mate, and I'm sure he'll find it. Yeah, queen f7 check played, king h8. Yeah, that's the exact same checkmate that happened. The only difference being that after h7, he played king f6 first, and then after the move g4, he played queen e8 check. So we had the same checkmate. So after the first segment, it is Tapesnu who's actually leading 3-1. Pavan had a draw in this game, but he went and decided to play for the win. So now
Hello.
we'll have both the players joining us shortly. Yeah, we have. I can hear Tapesnu. Hello,
Yeah.
hello, Tapesnu. Hello, Pavan bhai. Great games. I mean, there were a lot of instructive moments in the games, and you were actually winning in some games. But I mean, you were just a bit like.
This
Like,
game I was winning.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. In this game you weren't winning, but over here, of course, there was a draw which you had because over here you were just a pawn up. Your knight was not very active, and over here I thought that it's just going to be a repetition, and I thought both the players
Yeah,
would be
I
happy.
offered him a draw before, but he's like, okay, I want to play for the
But
win.
you know
So
what?
was like,
I actually want to take you to the third game. Actually, the game before this one. In this game, you know what? There was a very instructive moment for us over here. So in this game, when Tapesnu played the move e5, you thought that this is obviously like you don't want your king to be in this battery.
Here,
So
I guess what Black should have done is, I guess, short castle, because if you short castle, bishop is not hanging because you
yeah,
always have rook e8.
that's what we were telling.
I
We
saw
were just
that.
discussing. Like that's why e5 was not the best of moves over here. I mean, over here, if you castle, I think black is perfectly fine. Of course, this bishop is hanging at the moment, but then you have rook e8, and this is just a beautiful move because now there's no way how the queen can defend the rook, and this actually comes with a mate. So
Yeah,
so
obviously I
so
saw that, so I thought that okay, I won't take the bishop even if you short castle, so I will just move away my queen
Yeah,
and
I
then
mean the
bring the
point is
bishop
not
out.
about short casting, but over here the point is that no Pavan, had you played this and black is just completely fine, you equalize. This was like no
Hmm. Correct.
like a very cute little
Yeah, I mean the
instructive
game
moment
was
for
would have gone with bishop f4 and maybe rook d8 and some rook d1 plans, but okay. Like
Lokesh.
I
Any thoughts? Any questions you have to our players? Great segment. I think very instructive games, very instructive moments.
I was shocked by the first game, by the way. I
Yeah,
never
guys, we
thought
I
have
that
was
Yeah.
Pavan
I
would fall for that.
I was just I don't know what was I playing.
Maybe I
Because
guess Pavan, you can tell. Did that game have an impact on the third game because Brinal showed a beautiful way your bishop was not attacked actually,
yeah, we just
and
saw
yeah,
it
yeah,
now.
correct, correct.
You know what? This is the first game. No, this is the last
So
game.
this
Wait,
is the
Last
last
game,
game.
last.
let's go to the first game. I mean, that game was really great. So we should look at the first game over here. This is the game, maybe.
I've been playing this a lot.
Yeah, guys. You know what? I mean, over here, I think this is like a slight advantage White has in the opening, which which is fine. I mean, it's very much still playable. Now, this move is of course not a good move. Like,
It is a good move. It's just I don't like the engine because I know you are trying to play queen a5, but I have bishop d2, and then what you will play?
no, I mean, no, it's not about Queen F5, but the point is that in Queen
Yeah,
F5, you ultimately lose to this
yeah, I
checkmates or
know.
something. But over here, I think after Knight B5,
Yeah, just d6, d6. Oh, sorry, e6, e6,
E6,
just
E5.
e6.
The point is that you have
Yeah,
to
but
go
e6, I
E6
will
here.
go d6.
Maybe like yeah, they still feel it looks that it's not good, but
Yeah, I mean I've
the
studied this opening line,
yeah,
so
I
I
mean,
know
of
the
course you are
outcome.
prepared, but
But I
over
know.
here, the one move that you cannot play or you cannot afford to play is Knight F6. And you know what? He actually just played this move and he fell into a
Yeah,
mate
I
in
was
one.
expecting
And
that Pawan will play this.
yeah, I know that was such a cute mate, man. I mean, like no, even before we could start commenting on the games, you were like, checkmate. Oh wow, what just happened? And then we saw this that Knight B5, and we were like, okay, did he fall for Knight D6? And yeah, he actually fell for Knight D6. But like like this was the first game. Even in the second game, we see that there was a mate in one in the second game also, which this time Tapesnu was on the receiving side when he blundered Rook G7 mate.
Yeah,
So
I
we
know. I didn't saw that actually. I was so focused on the queen side that I thought that okay, I will just go for the king side. But yeah, I didn't
so
saw that.
so
But yeah,
Lokesh, any thoughts or comments you have or any questions for the players?
uh, it's interesting and keep it going. Take it to the last two games. That's it. That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
man, come on, Pavan, you can take it to the last segment. We want some
how many
thrill.
points do I need now? 3.5, right?
3.5. So I mean, you have to like almost get a clean sweep in the next segment to
I
win
will
it.
go for that.
Pavan bhai, कुछ response?
Okay, why?
You know,
No, 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 no
Pavan bhai,
response.
Pavan bhai
I'm not in
is
the.
Pavan bhai
Yeah, Pawan
is
is sweet, sweet.
Pavan
He's
is
sweet.
Pavan is very set. हम respond करेंगे अपने game से and not by
Hmm.
not by words.
Okay,
Actions
three.
speak
Now
louder
it's
than
four plus
words.
one, right?
So guys, the first segment is over. Tapesnu is leading 3-1 after the end of 4 games. The next
Now it's
segment is
four,
4
right?
plus 1. And Lokesh, आप एक भी बार वीडियो में नहीं आए. People want to see you with camera on, Lokesh. Chess with Lokesh.
Uh,
They want to see chess with Lokesh.
yeah, I know, I know. I'm actually outside. Yeah, I'll do that. I need to set up my laptop and I'll do that.
Okay, I will challenge Pawan now. Good luck.
So
Good
guys,
luck,
now
man.
we are going to start the
Yeah,
second
thank you.
segment, 4 plus 1. Best of luck to both
Pawan, you
the
can try
players.
Coke also. Coke can give you good power to give a comeback.
Maybe Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull can give you some wings.
Yeah.
I think both the players are muted, so the games might have just started. We are missing out on the action. Yeah, the games have started. Tapesnu is playing with white. And once again, it's going to be the Alapin. You know what? This is what I like about Pavan. You know, he's not giving up. Like, the openings don't matter to him. he says, you know what, even I'm well prepared. And this is like the same line is going to happen, Oh, this time he's gone bishop b5. Maybe had he gone knight c3. Okay, no. But yeah, knight c3, d5. This is what this is the same line, Lokesh. Do you see it? Bishop e7. If he plays bishop e7, he can go for the e5. Yeah, rook e1.
Yeah,
Okay, now, but maybe there was some slight difference in the move order. But it
yeah.
looked like this is exactly the same thing. Wow. So, you know what I feel where the change in move order came? Maybe this time he played e5. Earlier, he might have gone e6, e5, or something like that. I'm not sure. But maybe over here, he gained that extra move. Because that was literally the same position, but with black has already castled. That was the only difference. But you know what? I feel that this opening, I already said it, that I think black is completely fine. He has equalized. I don't like this choice by Tapesnu. Now the rook can come to c8. This rook can come to e8. He's offering a trade of queens, which of course I don't think he's going to take. I mean, I don't like this trade of queens. But let's see what he does. What would you do, Lokesh, if you are 3-1 down in the match and this looks like an equal position? White has offered a trade of queens, and of course you don't take it. But what would you have done, Lokesh?
No, I mean I would keep as much material as possible because with trade-off it becomes simple, and honestly with 1400 to 1800 kind of a range, you expect mistakes, you expect inaccuracies, but for that you need material. At the end games, typically they'll hold the game and they'll end up playing well because it will calm them down, right? Initially, it will not. So they should have material to
Yeah, the knight is hanging, but guys, you cannot move your knight because remember the knight is the defender of your queen. So yeah, that is an important thing that he cannot miss over here. अगर उसने घोड़ा को हिलाया, then आपकी रानी जाएगी यहाँ पे.
रानी घोड़े पे सवार है.
Yes, that was a very nice statement. हमारी रानी घोड़े पे सवार है अभी. आप घोड़े को नहीं हिला सकते. So what do you play over here? You just trade off the queens and say, okay, what? I'll play like this.
Yeah, but this simplification is not good for Pavan, at least at this stage of the match.
I agree, but then what do you have over here? That is the question.
And if you think of this as a match, right, like whole in entirety, what Pavan needs is one good win. If
Right.
he gets one good win, it
The
will. See, right
confidence
now,
comes
look at
back.
Tapenu's expression. He's so comfortable, giving all expressions in the world that are possible.
Yeah, I know what? I think the game has already simplified,
Yeah.
like this actually just looks like equal right away. Yeah, and now the only move here is rook e6 because both your pieces are in the same line. Rook e6 has been played, and no, very logical. Now maybe the knight will just come to some square
Mm.
like maybe c5, e5, and or maybe b6, c4. But yeah, like I don't see any side winning very easily in such positions.
Yeah, but in this case, what will happen is tempo is with Tapesnu, right? So he's unlikely to make a blunder, or Pavan will hesitate more.
Yeah, I
And
mean, see, he's gone f6. Maybe his idea might even be knight f8, knight g6. Because see, like, no, you don't want to keep this rook defending the bishop and no, the both the pieces falling in the rook's file for long. So at some point you want to remove this. So maybe the idea, no, like, knight b6 has
but
been ruled out.
but don't you think in the process he also weakens his king's safety,
No,
or
I
does it
don't think
activate the
so.
king?
No, yeah, like over here, king safety, but does white have material to launch an attack on the king? That is the question here. Queens are off the board. You have one set of minor pieces off the board, and with this material, it's difficult to launch any attack. So yeah, we've seen the rook exchanges, and now you have to activate these pieces somehow. Knight c5 is ruled out, so maybe just get your knight to e5. You have some ideas of knight g4, and if you manage to get that, you are even attacking on h2. You know what? Pavan
Yeah,
is
black is still not very free.
You know
It's a
what?
lot of.
Pavan is playing tricky because let me show this. If you take bishop c5, if you go greedy and take the piece, rook e1, you fall for the back rank mate. So
Yeah, look
Tapesnu,
at Tapesnu's expressions. Yeah,
yeah,
he's giving.
Tapesnu, don't do that. And yeah, Tapesnu plays g3. So the idea of g3 is now to take on the knight because you have two attackers and he has one defender. So now, of course, he just put his knight to d3, putting some pressure on the b2 pawn, and then probably we'll see some rook c2 stuff. Rook e5. Wait, what? Is this already a blunder? Okay, the point is you take, I take this. Yeah, I mean, over here, you cannot take this because you have to take this. Yeah, but this just simplifies to an easy draw, right? But
Yeah.
but you know what? It's going to be white who's going to be pushing because he gets this pawn, and black is going to play this endgame a pawn down. Yeah, you know what? Tapesnu, of course, has seen this. Now he'll give a check. You don't go here directly because then you have rook b6. So you first give a check. The king has to come to the seventh rank. Then you get your rook to c7 with a check, and then you take this pawn. So you know what? Over here also, no, Pavan is going to enter this endgame a pawn down. Of course, it's still very much holdable. I mean, like generally, uh, rook versus one pawn down, you generally hold these positions, but in in such a time scramble when he's already down to less than a minute, I will actually call it Tapesnu's game.
Yeah.
So I mean things not looking good for Pavan. I mean this structure is very solid. So had White had an extra pawn on this side, probably it was still easier to hold. And if there were no pawns on the queen side, I think Pavan would have held it easily. But given that there is some complexity in this position, that White has pawns on both the sides and he's going to create a queen side passer soon. No, okay, you know what? The pawn should not have come to f5 because now you just weaken everything.
Yeah, I guess now the Tapesnu will convert this game also. Oh shit.
Yeah, the
He
bar just
is
keeps going up, but it's still not easy. The plan is to go f4 check followed by rook g8.
yeah, I mean
Yeah, rook g8 first. I think you just play g6 because the rook is controlling the square.
correct. I hope he plays that. He's gonna enter. His king
I
is
mean,
he
see,
is
the king should have actually just gone back. You should just accept your mistake and now, but
he's gonna take these pawns. That's his idea.
yeah, that's what I think. But you know what? I like Pavan Joshi's spirit. He wants to take all these pawns and he wants to try to play on this one
Correct.
pawn. But yeah, of course, Tapesnu doesn't allow anything of that sort.
No, but this is a good plan.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think the plan is going to work because the rook has now come to e2. So what do you do?
Now he'll exchange
You know what?
rooks.
You know what's the fun part over here? Engine
He'll
says
exchange.
Engine says rook d2 is a draw. Do you know what? Engine says rook d2 is a draw.
But I don't think Pavan will
Yeah,
think or humans will think.
like no, like if you have a lot of time to calculate, like king f2, he goes rook d6, and it's been a draw by agreement. Wow, what? Rook d6, and it was a draw by agreement. Lokesh, can you believe
Yeah,
that? Let's just go back to this game. I mean, over here, why would Tapesnu take a draw? Because
exactly.
like of course you want to push over here. I mean, you have plans of king g2, h3, king f3,
Yeah,
followed.
he could have just taken his king to safety and then
The
Tapesnu
king is already
was.
safe, but over here, let us look at this position. We'll go back to the game later. Rook d2 is a draw because if you take over here, king f3, you go king c3, you come king e2, king b2. Let's look at this line, king d1, and I'm seeing all the top choices of the engine. King c2. Now you go a5, h3, king a1. You can't go king c3 because king b1 and this is just losing because if you go king c4, you have king b2 and then yeah, you know what? Like if you go for this pawn, then this king is faster. So over here you cannot go king c3. The only move is king e1, king a2, and this is a draw by repetition. Do you see this, Lokesh? Wow,
Yes.
this was crazy, man. I mean, had he played rook d2 and offered a draw, I mean that would have been insane. Like just imagine rook d2 and a draw being played. We could have said, you know what? Champions Showdown 2.0, we have high level players, high quality chess is being played over here.
Now looking at these games, I thought that I played really well. Yeah, I deserved at least spot for third game,
You
third
know what?
position.
Let us look at the game. Scandinavian defense again by Tapesnu. And we see that, you know what? He's already winning this position.
Oh,
What? In 9 moves, the engine already says he's -3. Do you believe it?
you have ignited Tapesnu. He wants to show off.
C6. Okay, this was fine. Knight F3 was fine. E5. You go D3. Yeah, why don't you just take this pawn over here? Why? What was the need to go knight G5? I mean, knight G5. You wanted to take this with the knight, but the bishop defends it, and now you can still take it.
No, he wants his queen on the board, I believe.
No, but I mean, of course, you want the queens on the board, but for that, you cannot just give away a pawn on d3, right? I mean, this pawn is now a monster. The bishop is protecting it, the queen is protecting it, the bishop can come here,
The knight
give a
also will
pin,
come.
the knight will also come. I mean, yeah, this is just horrible. Yeah, just push the back. Bishop has come to b4, queen b3, but yeah, I think now even this move is not there, but there's no hurry. You know what? You can just play anything and just win. Like, even castle is fine. I mean, you know what? I think Pavan has just gone completely wrong. Now, Rook D1 is also a move that the engine hates because you go Rook E8. This bishop is pinned. This bishop cannot come out. And the moment you play a move like G3, you have some ideas of Knight G4 coming in. So this bishop has no way, honestly. You have Knight E4,
This
Knight
is
G4.
lost, I guess.
Yeah, he's completely busted over here. I mean, this
We
is
are gonna see 4.5, 1.5 very soon on the screen.
no, I don't think so. Right now it is 4-1. Let me update the scores.
Oh, is
And
it
soon,
4-1?
yeah, it is 4-1. Oh, wait, so the
Oh,
last game was a draw. Sorry, yeah, you're right. It's 3.5, 1.5. I thought Tapesnu won the last game. A3 played. Now you can actually play Bishop C5 because this bishop is pinned. Knight G4 can come.
yeah,
You win a lot of
that will
material.
further. This is not a good move by. I don't like this move.
No, but actually, you know what? What does White play over here? That is the point over here.
No,
When
but don't
White
you think it will put the black bishop in the better square,
No,
attacking the
but
weak?
but what do you play over here? I mean, let's say you are white. Like even if you don't go a3, black can still go bishop c5 in the next move. So it's not about the move a3, but what do you play? Do you have any moves? I don't see any moves. The engine says the best move is to go rook d2.
And even when he brought the rook, right, I thought he should have done this
Yeah, wow.
long castle.
Now the king has come out.
He should have done.
Bishop a3, f into a3 will obviously be played and has been played. And now over here, what do you play? This pawn is weak. Like I even like a move like knight g4. I don't know why, but like knight g4 I like because you're threatening on. Yeah, I mean knight g4 was not the top choice of the engine, but I mean if you look at it from a human point of view, knight
Yeah,
g4 makes a lot of sense. Knight f2 is a threat. Knight e3 is a
it's just
threat.
scary.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you stop over here? And next maybe even the queen can join in. Like just a simple move like queen e7. I mean, yeah, we can actually call this game. Like, Tapesnu is going to lead. Rook e1 played. Knight f2 played. Okay. Rook g1. Now what do you play? M- Maybe knight a5 here. The point is that you want to now take on this with check. So queen has to go to a2. Or you have to play queen b4. But yeah, I mean, just everything is winning. Okay, he's just trading off pieces. He's saying I'm too much up, so I'll just trade pieces and I'm going to win the game. Yeah, this again looks very scary now because now if you just have to deflect the queen, now 95 makes a lot of sense. Instead, he goes 95, and you know what? Suddenly now Pavan is back in the game because the engine says you take 95, rook e5, and now your king can go back to safety. King c2. Wow, do you see this, Lokesh?
Yeah.
I mean, see now just look at the bar, and he's gone king e2. King c2 was better because now you've just put your king again in the center. King c2 was the more logical move. But yeah, Tapesnu is just exchanging everything. Queen e8. Now once again, Tapesnu has made a mistake. Now you get this rook to the open file, which he'll. No, wait. Okay, you want to come this way? It works. Yeah, rook d8. Just go queen c2 maybe. You don't want this to come with a check. No, that's the last thing you would want. So you have to go queen c2. Yeah. Queen e6. Yeah, now you play this rook over here. So if you get any checks, your king is able to come back. But what? He goes g4. What is this? What is
Stopping that check.
No,
by
but I
rook.
mean, you can just play this, no? Like if the rook comes as check,
Yeah,
okay, I just come back king g1.
and even I thought Pavan was doing that only.
And you know what? This is actually the engine says this is equal. G4, rook g5. Yeah, now he's putting pressure on this pawn. I mean, I think Pavan has taken too many risks over here.
Mm. He wants to win this game.
And you can't win this game. Now you can even play a move like h5 over here. I, I, I actually like h5. Just trade everything. Get this pawn out. Trade this. Get this pawn. Get this pawn. Just win everything. But he's gone for queen a6. I don't know what this Tapesnu planning over here. Now I don't see any logic behind this move. Queen a6. Rook e2. Queen f6. Yeah, I know what I like. What was this move queen a6? I mean, why would he play a move like queen a6? Like Tapesnu is just fooling around. Wait, what? Again, he's come to the center. I mean, why is he not wanting to go in the corner? But he's playing dangerous. Rook e5. What? The bar has suddenly come down because of this check, and of course he'll find it. He missed it. He missed queen h4 check. Okay, what? I think Tapestry is now just playing on the clock. Guys, the position has now completely become equal as per the engine. Just play some move like b3 and just hold everything. But no, he plays b4. The idea is to just give up a pawn. Not the pawn, but he's given up the queen. But yeah, like I think Tapesnu gave too many chances. I think Pavan just has himself to blame for this game. He had all the chances. Maybe it was time pressure, and now the time pressure got to him, and he's just started just blundering everything. The rook comes in, the queen comes in, and you just get busted over here. Okay, he's played this. The rook enters. He stopped it temporarily, but then you have queen d4, and the queen is ultimately going to enter. I mean, I don't know why they are playing this position. Now you have some checkmate ideas, but of course he won't be in time. Yeah, now the mate follows in the next move. Crazy game, guys. Lokesh, what a game this was.
Yeah, but I guess Tapesnu gave him a lot of chances, huh?
Yeah, definitely. There were too many
This should have
chances.
been over a lot before. So now the score is what?
4.5, 1.5.
So he's just 2 games away.
And last two games of this segment, Tapesnu is playing white. If he converts this game, I think,
Then Pavan will be under tremendous pressure.
but the comeback has to start. Now the question is that when does Pavan start the comeback? I mean, over here he's playing with the black pieces, and
He has to
Tapesnu.
win this game.
But you know what? One thing over here is Tapesnu as white has always, has foxed the Pavan in the opening.
Yeah.
And even as black, even the Scandinavian has worked well for Tapesnu. Even the Sicilian Alpine has worked well. And you know what? Even in this game, you can just see the bar has just shot up over here. Let's just quickly see what happened. H6 played, maybe just following Gukesh. Castle, rook e1. Yeah, see, why would you put your bishop back? I think the bar just hates this. What was the idea of knight e5? We don't know, but bishop d7, of course, makes no sense. Queen f3, of course, you won't fall for this knight f6 again. Yeah. But you know what? I already like white over here. You cannot go queen g3 immediately because of knight h5, but you have ideas of queen g3, bishop h6 also. By a game, though, I think he's losing for sure. Or
Yeah.
I mean, not losing, but I mean, white just looks so good over here. The rook can come to c1.
And in the
And
current momentum, Tapesnu will convert this.
yeah, I know what the rook can come to c1. This knight can go to e3 and probably f5 and g4. And yeah, I think white's plan is simple. Wait, what? This is a big, massive blunder because you take this and you lose this piece. Wow. Do you see this? You take this
Yeah.
and now you take this. And That is what I think is going to happen. And the engine also says that, just knight d7. I
Has
think,
Tapesnu spotted that? No?
of course, he spots it. Knight d7 has been played,
Gone.
and you just lose a piece for nothing. You also have bishop h6 ideas coming in. I mean, there's nothing to be done about this position. Like, you just take this bishop. The knight is under attack. If you play knight over here, even bishop h6 comes. So okay, so he's taken this pawn. Rook b1 has been played. Good move. And now lose the knight as well. Because queen c2 or queen h3, you just lose the knight now. So he's not one but two pieces over here. And what now? He's given up the rook also. I know what I think. Given the way the games are going, uh, the next game will be the last game of this match.
Look at Tapesnu, man. I want to have a match with Tapesnu. I don't like players doing this kind of stuff, Mrinal. What's your opinion?
Yeah, of course, man. You should be
See,
kind to your opponent.
yeah, look at this. He's just doing some lot of crazy expressions. I guess he believes, he doesn't think he's Magnus. He believes that he's Magnus.
Wow, what was that a mouse slip? I don't think he's mouse slipped. E5, okay. He does not
So
take the
this
pawn
can
this
be a
time.
last. This can be the last game of the match, is it?
Yeah, I think this is going to be the last game, given the way how games are going. And looking at the last game that Pavan has played, I mean, he would not be in a good shape right now to continue.
So score is 5.5, 1.5. Is that
Score is
correct?
5.5, 1.5. You are correct. I have updated it in the live stream also. And yeah, and you know what? Now Pavan has to be careful. Okay, I mean, he managed to find Jesus took it because I was just hoping it doesn't fall into some queen a5 checks and you just start losing everything. And yeah, just look at this pawn structure. Bishop
My God,
f4.
so much.
Yeah, now the bishop has come back, so now you can play a move like rook b8. Bishop d3 stopping castle. Okay. Yeah, I think Tapesnu is just dominating this game. Tapesnu
Yeah.
आज एकदम क्या
Can
बताएं
we,
मतलब.
can we, can we, Mrinal, can we have this thing? Right after this, can we have like exhibition match, 2 games between Tapesnu and me?
Yeah, we can do that if Tapesnu is fine.
Because anyway, we are finishing so fast.
कर लेते हैं man. No, we can do that. I thought अभी सुबह सुबह की flight लेके आए हैं. Quick game. I'll take some rest before the finals. But yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. We should not. We should not. We have finals also. No.
Yeah, we have finals at 7 p.m. guys. We have the grand finale of Champions Showdown 2.0. And
That's
it's
a
going
big
to be
clash between
yeah,
Sourabh, right,
Saurabh
and
and Chaitanya.
Chaitanya.
That's going to be the big matchup for tonight. That is the
Look
game
at
we
look at
all are looking
Tapesnu's
forward to.
expressions. Look at Tapesnu's expressions.
I missed it. I'll have to divine the stream and watch it.
He wants to just dance or something.
I think what, a crazy winning speech is coming after this game. I mean, this position
Yeah, he is gonna just do a lot of swag right now. I'm sure, and
now
and
Queen
just
B6.
wait for his Instagram stories and all. He is gonna go blah 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 on this victory.
No, but I think he deserves it. I mean, this has been a complete I mean, what do we say? It's a complete domination by Tapesnu over here.
Nah, that's
It's
that's
it's a
good.
it's a whitewash.
But he believes that he's a better player than you. What do you think on that?
I think we already answered the question last Saturday during the GCL fan arena. But
What was the score? 7-0.
yeah, it was 7-0, guys. Thala for a reason. Thala for every reason, guys. You guys know the trend. And yesterday I could not stream because I was not in town. But इस सैटरडे हम वापस खेलेंगे जीसीएल फैन अरीना. I will be playing for Triveni Continental Kings, my favorite team, and you can also join and play in the GCL fan arena. You can play for TCK or any other team which you are a fan of. But again, दोस्तों, we are a loyal supporter of TCK. हम खेलेंगे TCK के लिए, and I would encourage you guys also to participate in the fan arena, play for TCK, help us do a hat trick. Last 2 Saturdays we've been winning, and we also defeated Tapesnu 7-0. Lokesh, I think it was 2-0. We also beat you a couple of times.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, guys, I think the strongest player sitting here, you guys must have already guessed it. And the strongest team in the GCL Fan Arena also, after seeing the scores, you must have guessed it. You know what? Over here, the engine says you just sacrifice the bishop. Will Tapesnu play this? What do you think, Lokesh? The engine says take the pawn on b4, man. We don't care. No, he plays f6. I mean, how cool would have been bishop into b4, Lokesh, had he played it?
Yeah.
Of course, guys, they are humans. They are not machines. Rook e8. Now the bar has completely gone wrong because the knight is hanging. You know what? Yeah, you take this, so you get two pieces for your rook. And just look at the king. You know, does he have any squares? No, the bishop has come back, but you just
Hmm.
you,
I'm so looking forward to the winning speech of Tapesnu.
yeah. Now this comes with the check. Okay, what he's taken it with the bishop. There's a mate in 17.
I don't think it will last
Chad,
17 moves.
a question for you. Can you find the mate in 17? Don't give me no a mate in 2, 3. Of course, self mate is possible, but there is a mate in 17. If you can write the 17 moves, आपको हम ये winner को छोड़ के आपको देंगे gold membership. There's a mate in 17 moves, guys. And yeah, Pavan is on a long think here, but I think nothing is going to help. Now there's a mate in 2, just queen e3 check, and then yeah, even this is a mate king d1. Wait, what is the wait, okay, now you have to play a move like queen f2 first. But yeah, queen e3 check was better. Yeah, he plays queen f2. The mate is unstoppable now. There is no way how you can stop a mate. There's a mate in 2 coming, and Tapesnu has spotted it. The threat is to give queen e2 check. The only move is to get the queen over here somewhere, let's say queen b1 or somewhere, but this also does not work because you have rook e1 check followed by queen e1 checkmate. So yeah, that is
Look at
championship.
Tapesnu. Look at Tapesnu's expressions, man. He is just going blah 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 blah.
And guys, we have Lokesh Natu on the screen for you finally. As promised, Lokesh has revealed himself on camera. He has come before on our stream, but yeah, for the first time in this stream, we have Lokesh Natu on camera for you guys. Hello, hello, Tapesnu ji, congratulations, crushing victory.
Yo,
And
yes,
yeah, we have some
Congress, Congress, bhai.
we
thank
have
you,
some
guys.
fans. You know, Lokesh was very excited seeing your expressions.
Tapesnu
Oh,
has, first of all, congrats for good
thank you.
chess. But oh my god, your expressions was too much of show off, man. Oh my god.
अरे नहीं, वो
What?
जो जब मैंने देखा ना सेकंड, ये जो सेकंड गेम में जो था ना, वो बिशप टेक्स रुक किया था ना, मैं सोचा कि मैं बाद में देखा कि अरे रुक टेक्स लेना चाहिए था ना, क्योंकि अगर वो रुक टेक्स लेता तो मेरे पास मेट आ सकती थी। तो मैं बोला कि अरे यार क्या
No, no, no.
फालतू खेला मैं।
Hey, 1 second, yaar. You don't even listen to the question. You have your answer ready for nothing which is asked. So
I'm
in the last,
prepared.
so first of all, a hard luck, Pavan. I mean, this is one of the bad day that you never want to happen, but it happens because that's life. And congrats Tapesnu for a dominating win. Uh, that's what I would say. I mean, there were few great tactics that worked for you, Tapesnu, today. And in last few games, you were showing
Just
this,
complete
that
domination, I
expression.
think. It was just complete domination last few
अरे
games.
नहीं, that game तो I'm house flip यार. I thought he took with a queen and I just capture with my queen, his rook.
Okay, it was like a
So there,
pre-move, yeah. Kind
हाँ,
of a
pre-move. And
Now, next
after
up, Pavan, Instagram channel. That will be another level of domination will happen.
sub hoga, but congrats Tapesnu. That was a great win. I mean, you just
good game,
completely
good game.
dominated this win. 6.5, 1.5, and hard luck, Pavan bhai.
अरे no problem, मजा आया.
मजा तो हमें आया जरूर बहुत मजा आया हमें that was a great game and yeah I know Tapesnu Lokesh has a request for you
Yes.
yeah
What?
Lokesh you had a request for Tapesnu
Yeah, I had, but then we cancelled that because of the finals.
okay then we can cancel that plan but
क्या रिक्वेस्ट था, क्या वो तो बताओ।
बता दो आप
I
लोकेश
wanted to
भाई
play with you, with your expressions when you're just dancing and doing expressions. I thought, now I want to play this guy. He is
you
becoming.
wanted to play chess or chess boxing? That is my question to you.
Huh?
You wanted
Chess
to challenge
boxing.
him in chess or chess boxing?
Everything, whatever I can.
भाई बॉक्सिंग भाई मैं मारा मारी नहीं करता भाई बॉक्सिंग बॉक्सिंग आपसे वो भी बाप रे
Tapesnu is an
मरना थोड़ी है
He's signing up with a lot of chess clubs in GCS. He is already an outpost ambassador. So Tapes knows a lot of things, but he's an engineering student also. And we had some conversation before this match, which wasn't that great on engineering. Tapes
वो
was
तो भाई
saying that asking me first year questions. How can you do that? I said I did 10 years ago. I'm asking about the answer. But then
भाई
Tapes out saying this is old methodology of life. I'm at a different level. So I was like, okay, fine, I resign. Okay, but good anyway. So you get the bronze medal and tickets to Singapore, 4 days, 3 nights stay. Uh, enjoy.
Guys, चेसिस आपको खाली खाली गोल्ड मेंबरशिप दे
And
रहा है. The
doing
Singapore trip is on location too.
भाई वो गोल्ड
and that
मेंबरशिप का वो मृणाल भाई वो बात हुआ था ना वो उस दिन
Yeah, we'll.
हाँ वो
no, listen, the tickets are 10 to 14 December when Gukesh Ding World Championship is at final few days.
चलेगा भाई मैं एक्सेप्ट कर लूंगा भाई
The,
मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है आप
all
करो
your
बस
you'll have to do all this expense on your own, but you are working it's a bit of yeah, but
मालूम था
because
मेरे को I thought it would come thought that was coming
he is
so yeah
talking to himself now. He is so high that he's talking to himself.
But yeah,
Bye,
guys,
guys.
that was the third
See you.
place match. Congrats, Tapesnu. And guys,
thank you
आज 7 बजे we are going to have the finals of Champions Showdown. It's between Chaitanya and Saurabh. Do tune in and do watch the grand finale of Champions Showdown. But for now, it is all Tapesnu. If you want to give any winning speech, you can go ahead.
no I'm so bad at speech but yeah I enjoyed myself so looking forward for more events like this to
Yeah,
participate.
and next time when we do Champions Showdown, we'll have a proper structured way, maybe some organized way. We'll have the
Yeah,
schedule posted before. आज हमने काफी 2 हफ्ते के बाद हमने किया Champions Showdown because there were some events that came in between. But yeah, next time we'll try to be regular and consistent. And thank you so much, guys, for playing.
bye bye.
Thanks
Bye
all.
bye.
Good night.
Thank you, guys.